Hey everybody, Buffcheese here, welcome back to my Medieval 2 campaign where I'm playing as the Byzantine Empire. Now last episode, I took Rome, the ancient capital of the Byzantine Empire. The Roman Empire is back in my control. And I killed the Pope, because that's what happens when you take Rome. And he fights to the death. He dies. So, the Pope is dead, but of course, because he's the Pope, he's come back. He will probably be in Ancona. And if not there, he'll be somewhere else. You can't wipe out the Papal States. Well, you can't in the vanilla game, and I imagine you can't in this. So, yes. This army is a... Oh no, I can't actually drop them off, can I? No. Okay, so the reason I rushed the battle then was to basically get some money back. Because I'm very, very poor. Because I have huge standing armies. Which I really do need to use. Speaking... Oh, I think I'll actually move on these Imperial forces. Just because they are getting in the way. So if I just bring these guys out, just so I'm organised. So I want the general, the cavalry, and them, the spearmen, and some bowmen. That will be enough, I think. And we will go into this battle. So this should be... I should have probably looked and saw exactly what he actually had. Because I could tell from before I started the battle that he had about quite a few units of cavalry. So that's something. Which is why I focus more on the spearmen than anything else, because ideally I'm going to have the hill advantage and spearmen. So it's the Holy Roman Empire. They're mainly going to be cavalry and some militia. Oh, and I do have the hill. This is wonderful. Look at this hill. This is great for me. Okay, so let's organize my guys. I'm going to have the scout store at the front with the worse melee infantry behind them, ready to do their own thing if need be. I'll unite them into one unit. Yeah, so I'm going to have them like that. And then I've got that load behind them combined. I'm going to have the Aquitae about there. I think that'd be good. Yep. And then have the longer range archers and crossbowmen behind them. Generals behind them. And who's that? Oh, that's Merc Frankish Knights. And where are the Aquitae? Over here. Wonderful. Right, let's get this going. Okay, so let's have a look. What's he got? He has got artillery. So that's going to be an issue, because they are already firing, because they have incredible range. So I won't be able to just sit up here and let them come to me. Well, I'm going to have to, because I've got the advantage. I'm not going to march down to fight them. But that is worth bearing in mind, that I'm going to be taking some losses from their artillery, such as that, which went straight to my Toxite. And the evil music has begun. Okay, so it's quite far away, so hopefully oh my god, this... I wouldn't be surprised if this music is called Imperial March, just because it's playing... I haven't heard it before, and it's playing while I'm fighting the... It's Empire versus Empire. This is really epic. Okay, so my archers are firing, and I have them use fire arrows. It's militia, so they're more likely to break. They need to run. Why do they... No, that's not what I wanted to do at all. They're architect. I thought they were spearmen. They're not spearmen. Not at all. So they can go... Those guys can run now. Oh, they got hit by the ballista there. That's unfortunate for them. Gonna have my Frankish Knights charge them. My Aquitae are taking the brunt of the force. The Macemen are coming in to fight as well. Good. And so it's good territory. My Toxite have gotten out of the way. And I've killed the enemy general. Like that. Cool. So that's good. That's quite helpful before the rest of the force is even in fight. And I mean, if they hit their own guys like they just have, that they hit mine. Okay.
battle is
that's
in
good.
our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted,
Contarator can fight them. They can fight them. They can charge them. Are they? No, they're not fighting. Okay. So what I'm going to do with these guys, have them run down and melee charge the ballista. They can march down the slope. Okay, so the fact is, the enemy are fighting up a hill. They've lost their general. I control the hill. I've got some dug-in infantry, and I am winning. And they are all running away. So I need my Frankish knights to actually chase some of these guys down. Try and cut them down while I have the chance. So they're queued in those 4 units to try and kill. I'm going to have my general fight chasing them down as well. Those artillery are definitely the target for my Akrite. Not a doubt in my mind. Because they're doing a lot of damage. There isn't a way to see how much what the casualties are for the other side, to see how many they've actually caused, like there is on your own guys, because that would be actually really useful. Then I'll be able to see, oh, they did that much damage. Okay, so I've stopped the artillery now, which is good news. Once they've taken out the artillery, I'm going to have them focus on the rest of the guys. They can go for spear militia, and them, and then...
Only
oh, they aren't. They're shaken. They need to fall. Okay, so I've captured over half of them, or killed over half of them, which is good. Mantis Sergeant's coming back. Brave of them. Am I fighting spearmen? That's not a good thing to do. And have these guys come down and fight them. You know what? Overwhelming firepower and swords and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna have my general charge up the hill because he can, because they're running away now, and have them go for them after, and then them. What's happening with my cavalry? Are they chasing? They are. Wonderful. Are these guys chasing anyone? No one of any consequence. Throw stuff at the Mantis Sergeants, and they've run away. So I'm going to cut down all the enemies, and then I'll see you on the campaign map. And here we are. Well, that was quite a successful battle. I lost about 250 men, and killed about 1,300. So that is definitely worth it. Now, do I ransom these guys, who are relatively crap guys? So it wouldn't be the end of the world if I had to fight them again, and I get some money, or... do I execute them? I'm going to offer to ransom them. They've accepted. But that's fine. Okay, so I have more money now, which is always good. I haven't ransomed in a long time. Like, even when I'm not recording, it's usually execute. And never really release on you unless you're role-playing. Because it doesn't make total war. You're going to have to kill them eventually. You might as well kill them the first time. Okay, so there's a large-ish Imperial army on the way that will have to fight its way into Venice, which is going to, hopefully in 2 turns, have ballista towers, which is going to make it a lot easier to defend. This army will... I'm going to merge them. So they're all pretty much... most units will be full, which is good, so I'm going to move... I'm going to actually put them there. Can I have any catapults? I'm going to go for a ballista. Because hopefully I'm gonna move up on Zagreb and deal with them. Okay, so what's left? Mostly full units of spear militia. They do have low morale, reduced morale in the field. Oh, okay. So of course they'll be much better defending their own homes, because that's what they're raised to do, really. A militia is generally a garrison, not a invading force. Let's just have a look. What's happening over here? Iconium. And Ankara. Where's the capital? Is it Caesarea? It can't be Caesarea. Normally it tells you where the capital is. Unless it's somewhere in Asia. Yerevan, Tbilisi, Alamut, Mosul. Oh, Mosul. Mosul's the capital. I suppose that makes sense. Right, okay, cool. So, that's quite a way away. That's why I'm waiting to go to war with the Turks, because I need to eliminate Sicily first. Speaking of, I do need to sort of focus on them at some point.
Yes.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't really have the money to field a specific army just to deal with Sicily. So for that, I am going to have to redirect one of my other armies. And I don't really have any to spare at the moment. There's this one, which could be quite useful. Prussian spearmen. What the hell are they doing down here? Professional mercs. High upkeep, often slightly reduced morale and discipline. Can do Schiltrum, bonus fighting cavalry. Compared to my scouts toy, they have one extra attack, and they have a better defense skill. No. 50 defense. Oh, they've better shield. No, they don't. What? I'm not sure where they're getting it from. Well, whatever. Okay, so I could send that army, because the Balkans are fairly defended, unless I'm going to just give up on getting Belgrade back. I think I will. I think that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this army, and I'm going to have Nicaea recruit those two things there, and I'm actually going to gather the fleets that I have scattered around. Oh, no, I don't have that many fleets scattered around, apparently. Okay, I'm going to have to move one of the fleets from over here.
Yes,
like
your
this.
orders?
Not that one.
Yes, my lord.
But this one in particular. One ship. That'll do. So, I'll have this ship head over here.
Yes, my lord.
And when Nicaea has finished building this catapults next turn, put them on the ship, send them over there to meet with these guys, who will then take the fight to Sicily. Take them out, hopefully. And while I'm sending them anyway, I might as well add some militia onto it as well. So I'll do that next turn. End the turn. Hey everybody, Botchies here, and welcome back to this unfortunate episode, because this could actually be the last one of this series. Essentially, the problem is that there's a well-known problem with this mod, the turn 51 bug. Basically, it means that when you try and end the turn on turn 51, it gets to a certain faction. It seems to vary with each one. Mine is the Khwarezmian Empire. When it gets there, it crashes. It seems to be something to do with a banner that pops up. And there is a fix. Well, there was a fix. Because the mod is so old, and the creator hasn't been around much, I can't seem to find it. I can find the pages that link to sites that once held it, but they no longer hold it. They no longer host it. Same with the forums that have it. Can't find any file on there. So, unless I can find it over the weekend, this will be the last episode of this series. Now, it's not all bad, because it does mean I get to choose a new series, which is always nice. Now, I could continue with a different mod for Medieval 2. I could go for... Well, Stenster is probably the best one that's like historical. There's also the Song of Ice and Fire mod for it, the Clash of Kings mod, I think it is. Or is that the Warband one? I don't know. So there's different games I could play. I could play another mod of this. I could play the Song of Ice and Fire mod for Crusader Kings 2. I could play Mountain Blade Warband, which is a game published by Paradox, not developed by them. But same publisher, so Paradox is good. Could go back to... Well, there'll always be Crusader Kings 2 on my channel. I love Crusader Kings. So there'll always be one of them, but I could have two series at the same time. I don't know. There's also Space Hulk Ascension, which I bought earlier today. Whether I'll be able to do that or not, I'm not sure, because there's always legal issues when it comes to, like, I'm not sure who develops it, I'm not sure who publishes it. So I know I'm safe with Paradox games, because Paradox is great, and they just go for it. Whereas some companies are more strict, so I'll look into that, but that could be a possibility, because Space Hulk is amazing. Well, 40k is amazing, and it looks like a pretty decent game, so it could be cool. Anyway, yes, so if anyone's got any suggestions of either how to fix this, or what they'd like to see me do next, please go ahead, put it in the comments. And whatever, I will see you next time.